We're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. URC is in South Africa. It's in Cape Town. It is in Cape Town. And after the Sharks beat the Bulls last night, we now have the Stormers taking on the Lions in Cape Town. And it should be an interesting game. Look, on paper, the Stormers have got a pretty strong side. A couple of late changes, though, unfortunately, with both Namaklaba and Sergio Peterson being ruled out in line with COVID-19 protocols. As a result, Rick Pretorius is in fact starting for the Stormers. Marcel Tennyson and Tristan Lates have been drafted onto the bench as late changes. But in terms of the two sides, we'll go through in a bit of a minute. Why is this, really? But yeah, let's get smash that like button. Let's get into the chat. Let's get going. Let's get moving. Yeah, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. I've actually just woken up. Yeah, it's a big night last night. So I'm on the water train today. Busy recovering. Bit of a big evening last night, and hopefully the Lions will give me a reason to smile because it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle, but hopefully get a good game. Hopefully get a good game tonight. So let's get some score predictions down in the comments. Smash like on the video as well. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know who you're supporting tonight. What's the chat? Who you backing? Who would you like to win? What are we thinking about the clash? Any big matchups? Any players you're excited to watch? Grassroots, how's it all? Even Grassroots, hope you're well. Vixers will be watching both this match and the Sevens final. Yeah, I'm gonna try to put the Sevens on. I should have actually tried to get a scoreboard going. Can I do that? Can I do that? Can I do that? How can I do that? I could probably do that. Yeah, let me just quickly figure that out, shall I? Boom, boom, boom. Right, here come the Lions, be led up by Burger Udendal. A debut today for Edel van der Merwe, which is quite exciting. But in terms of the Lions for the day, let's go through them, shall we? For the Lions, in the front row, Steve Tori, Jakub Asaki, and Kalu Sardi. The two men in the middle of the scrum is Ruben Skuman and Reynard North Narco. Jaco Creel, Vintage Tuka, and Frankie Horn is the loose trio. Moving into the backline for the Lions, we've got Andre Warner, Fred Zelinger, Ras Maklana, Burger Udendal, Wandisila Similani, and Edel van der Merwe on debut. Evia for you and back at full back. Off the bench for the men in red, it's PJ Buerta, Morgan Nordia, Yanni Duplessis is back after the tragic loss of his son just a couple of weeks ago. So all straight to his family. Willem Alberts, Ron Strali, Morning Vandenberg, Matt Moore, and Chance Swanepoel. Very exciting players come off the bench of the backline. In terms of the Storm's couple of late changes, Brock Harris, Garen Tabani, and Neil for Sheer is the front row. Salman Murat is joined by fellow Springbok squad member Marvin Ori. Junior Pochabella, Billy Engelbrecht, and Evan Lewis are the loose trio. The halfback combination today is Stefan Unger and Marnie Liebach. Sibelius Natal is back on the side and is joined with Dan Duplessis. Ruan Nal. Rick Pretorius has been drafted in as a late replacement for Sergio Peterson, who's been ruled out as a result of COVID-19 protocols. So Rick Pretorius starts on the right wing. Warwick Galant at 15 today. And then off the bench, Andre Hugo Fenter, Quenzo Blosser, Levi Mazabuka as the reserve front row. Ernst van Rijn is joined by Marcel Tennyson, as opposed to Namaklaba, who's also been ruled out. Gardner Simler and Tristan Lates and Tim Swill complete the bench for the Stormers. Duncan Mitchell's love the Stormers. So there you go. Duncan Mitchell's in for the Stormers. Hi all, hangover gone, Stephen. I mean, it's getting there. It's been a long day. The Stormers faithful are back. They're back. It's good, so good to see fans in stadiums. Very, very jealous that the games aren't in Johannesburg this weekend. I thought that definitely would have made a plan to have gotten there. We'll try and get some sevens on as well. I'm just busy sorting that out right now. I actually want to try and get a scoreboard. There we go. The last time the Lions won a match in Cape Town was 2018. Not a venue where they get particularly good results. We hope to try and sort of change that. And I think, if they are to get a result today, it's going to come down to the forwards. We need the forwards to really put in a big shift. Right, and there goes the whistle. We have kickoff. Fred Zellinger sends the ball down towards the right-hand side. It's the first touch of the ball for Dan du Plessis, who is wrapped up by Frankie Horn. First touch for the very exciting Evan Lewis, who will be very excited to watch it once again. Stefan Unger goes for the box kick. It's pretty high. It's first touch of the ball for Unit. It's actually a nice take, actually. I took it out here. Now we run Skuman at scrum off, gives it to Fred Zellinger. Goes pretty flat to Yakovasaki. Almost gets to the tackle of Evan Lewis. Lines on the halfway line. Now working their way back. It'll be around North Knuckle. At first receiver for Unit. I want to see the Similani. Similani steps inside, brought down by Stefan Unger as well as Dan Vissi, getting the nice front foot. Warner going himself to the exciting Van der Merwe. Van der Merwe throws it back in. He's given a straight to Peter Snutler. Chief, you've changed sides. You're not on the Storm side anymore. Evan Lewis is brought down eventually by Renard North Knuckle. Frankie Horn, I think it is, in fact. Storm is over in the attack. Monty Liebach going wide to Warwick Galant. Oh, that's a fantastic tackle by Jakob Asaki. He's completely wrapped up Warwick Galant. Contest on the ball there, and the Stormers do manage to keep it. It's a very good read, though, from Jakob Asaki, because if Warwick Galant had gotten away, I think it could have been a bit dangerous for the Lions. Slow ball. First touch for sheer solid in the tackle there. Stefan Unger looking to go with left again. Gives it to Scurry and to Benny. He's got his captain Salman Murat as well as Ville Engelbrecht next to him. Decent go forward ball there. Stefan Unger now going right to Brock Harris, the veteran. But so far, the Lions defense holding it pretty well. Flat pass there to Monty Liebach going outside. Oh, and damn, the CBC has spilled it forward. We'll have our first. Oh, and a penalty there as well for playing the ball on the ground. Penalty for the Lions. Come on, the lads. Now, if Tian Swanepoel's on the field, he can slot this because he's got a 50-meter kick. He's not, so he can't. But that's what we've got to look forward to in the second half. The fact that Tian Swanepoel is back for the Lions, and very excited to see him there. Because unfortunately, I think EVL, to be fair, had a very good tour, but I think the Lions are pretty desperate for a fullback. You said semi-finals on a year later. France semi was tight earlier. Was tight. Yeah, you're better than the radio, Stephen. Thank you very much. No, a good early start there. And frustrating because that Evan van der Merwe had a nice little break and then threw the ball inside straight to Tobias Atlas. And he's just to remember that he's wearing the Lions colours now, not the Stormers. Debut for the Lions against his former side. I don't know what the issue. I think we've got a bit of running repairs going on. I think time is currently off. There's Ruben Skuman, who's getting a bit of he patched up a bit of blood there. Give me some time to put the scoreboard up for the sevens a bit later. All right, there we go. We'll put that there for later. Okay, time is on. Yeah, we'll sort out scoreboard for the sevens as well. I'll do that for the lads. It'll pass to his rightful teammates. No. He's made the good decision, Grant. He's come up to where the sun is not shining a lot at the moment, actually. It's actually pissing with the rain at the moment. But come up to much nicer weather. Like Creel, it's a pretty wayward pass. Fred Zellinger picked it up. Going to want to see the Similani trying to put a bit of pace into the game. Brought down by Ruan Nelson, Natler all over that ball. And you probably want a penalty. That's the seven skills coming straight through. Pretty isolated with Similani. Pretty poor clearing out by the Lions. Good involvement there from Sinatler. Got over there very quickly, showing his sevens ability. Straight over and jackling on the ball. I mean, South African commentators, are we really saying Max Wani? Can we really not say McLana? And I understand the overseas chaps, but come on, chaps. Vix, I don't rate for unit all. I think McLana or Edward as position to 15. Yeah, we'll see how the TS Swanepoel comes off. I'm hoping they must leave him at fullback. I don't need to see him at fly. Although at the moment, to be honest, far half. Just need to get Henderson back. We need to get Jordan back. Anyway, it's a decent kick from the Stormers. They've gone to the left-hand side of the park. First in a line win there for Marvin Ori. Flat down. Doing damage to see. I think he's got a bit of Vaseline in his hands. That's another ball's gone straight through, but the Stormers still have it. Go for it ball there from Neerkling Bashir. Jakob Asaki trying to go over the ball there. Money back flat to Warren Lantz. He's brought down by one to see the Similani. Manages to grab a hand there. Roscoe himself, wrapped up by Ruben Skuman as well as Carly Sardi. Salman Murat with good hands. Monty Liebach running the hands there. Ruan Null going flat to Billy Engelbrecht. Good tackle on him from Fred Zeilinger. Pick up and go from Ruan Null. And Fred Zeilinger once again tries to push him towards the touchline. Stefan Unger comes back inside Salman Murat. Ooh, inside ball. Billy Engelbrecht was well read. Does make a few meters though. Pick up and go. Now work to the left there. Salman Murat. Runs to his opposite number around North Knuckle. Now this is very good continuity. A lot of phases here from the Stormers, and the Lions need to try and slow this down. Marvin Ori this time, they're making meters almost every single time. Is looking really positive here for the Stormers. That's a big tackle though. Knock on advantage, I think. Monty Liebach stabs in the. Oh, that would have been audacious. Don't you dare, Warwick Kalant. Knock on advantage from the tackle, and Monty Liebach decided to dab it ahead, and well, I mean, Warwick Kalant just try to just grab it like that. A little bit of a pincer. Good tackle by Warner there to try and disrupt a few things, and we'll have a scrum here. So first scrum of the day. I think the scrum battle should be interesting. You've got the experience of Brock Harris. I think time is currently off. Was it a penalty? Is it a penalty? Surely it wasn't a knock-on. I mean, it was a knock-on advantage. I missed a penalty. I might have missed a penalty. They're talking about what they're going to do. I thought it was just a knock-on advantage. I'm a bit confused what the penalty would be for. So good to see Sporters fan. You can see they're having absolute time. Oh, I'm jealous. Take me back to the stadiums. No, it is a scrum. Take me back to the stadiums. I'm ready. I've been jabbed. I'm stabbed twice. Give me another one if I have to. Just take me back to stadiums. Time on. Scrum down here. Well, it's like a nice attacking scrum. It's on the 5 meters. So the Lions, if Carly Sardi and Steve Tolly were ever to try and lay down a marker, this would be the time to do it. I don't know why they keep talking about penalties if like it's a given at the moment. They've got to scrum yet, chaps. Pretty solid scrum there. Evan Roos is looking to pick up from the base. He goes himself. Gives it to Ungura. Goes to... Oh, it's intercepted by Burger Ordendal. He needs to be making an offload. He's still going. Burger Ordendal. He's still going. Come on. Oh, the ball's popped up. Fred Zailing has managed to hold on to it, though. Lines up to the halfway line. But Billy Engelbrecht has turned it over. Oaks, that is so poor. Now Ruan now tries to have it through, but it comes off Yakovasaki. Now Yakovasaki's away. He's braced down by Billy Engelbrecht. Red North Knuckle goes to Andre Warner. Fred Zeilinger to Milani. Burger Ordendal inside. Not sure that was the right option. I mean, Yakova's completely taken up half in there. Warner going to Fred Zeilinger. He sees a bit of numbers. Tries to back himself inside the 2 props. Is brought down. Warner decided to go himself, and then decided there was no support. First touch of the ball for Vincent Chatuka. My boy. Warner now left to... Oh, it's another intercept 10 from Ruan Null. Goodness me. I think possession traded the teams about 4 times in the space of about 30 seconds there. Another interception there. Grasswell says the confidence can lunch. I know, the audacity to just try and just pluck it from the bloody ground. Stop it, I like it. Move to Cape Town, and you can go to the stadium, Stephen. No, I'm all right. I'll wait for I'm going to get back to the park. The park. Park is called my name. Right, first line scrum. The first scrum over here was pretty solid. Not much in between the 2 sides. Evan Lewis picked up from the base, gave it to Warner. It was well read. Pretty solid scrum here for the Lions as well. Well, it's gone down. Warner snipes himself, goes to Fred Zeilinger. Fred Zeilinger just kicks to the head. And Raz McLean's got some rockets there. He brings down Monty Liebach. He manages to get the offload away. A bit of a sketchy offload. He's under a lot of pressure here. Burger Windell in, but the Stormers have managed to keep it. They're right on the try line though. Really good chase there from Akwana. Oh, the Rabs. Now I'm going to go into the boot, and that's not the best kick from the looks of it. I know it's actually going to stay in fact. So it's thrown back inside pretty well actually by Rex Pretorius, and the ball spelled to the side. Jeepers, this is a bit messy. Angura eventually goes to Kalantu, just sort of stabs the ball down to the middle of the park. Edel van der Merwe, now he's got a bit of space. This is the kind of area he likes to get the ball. What can he do? You go straight into his old teammates there. Ball's available for Warner there. Lions just ahead of the 22. Even for Unite first receiver. I mean, I don't know what gap he saw there because it was very quickly closed by 3 Stormers players. The ball is available for Warner. Offside there was Ronaldo. Took off a bit of a standing start. He gets away from one. He gets away from another. Eventually brought down by Brock Harris. Warner goes to Fred Zelinger. Fred Zelinger, a little stab over the top. Rasmus Kleiner is chasing hard. And Stefan Angura almost inadvertently getting in the way there. Monty Liebach is eventually managed to find touch. Interesting that the Lions are going to the boot quite quickly from Fred Zelinger. I think they're targeting Rick Pretorius here. I think that they know that pace-wise, Rasmus Kleiner is going to have the run on Rick Pretorius the entire day, which is intelligent, to be fair. That's the second time they've targeted that left-hand side. And that doesn't look good for Dan du Plessis. He's going to be off here. He's got blood streaming down the left of his face. That's a bit of a blood bin. There's a blood replacement here, so looks like Tristan Lates, who wasn't supposed to be part of the match day 23, will be on the park nice and early here. It will just be a blood bin. Doesn't look like it's anything else. So hopefully he'll be back on the park soon. Dan du Plessis. I really rate Dan du Plessis. It's actually somebody I'd like to try and steal from Stormers. It's got so many inside centers. Surely you could send us one. So Rex Pretorius now will shift into the centers. And Tristan Lates will go out into the wing. We'll see. It's very slippery. Yeah, look, I mean, judged by the tire, I think it's quite cold. I think it's been wet across the entire South Africa this weekend, so I wouldn't surprise me if it is quite wet underfoot. That doesn't look good for Ruben Schoolman. Is he going off? No, he's going on. No, he's going off. Just what's going on here. I think Ruben Schoolman's off for a HIA. He's walking off here. Doesn't look particularly happy as Ruben Schoolman. He's walking unassisted though, so it looks like he's going to go for an HIA. Right, so the bone collector, Willem Alberts, is on. Good to have him back, actually. I was a bit skeptical when we first signed him, but we got so short of locks that we need the size that Willem Alberts brings. Victor, this seems like it's going to be an entertaining match. Well, it's been pretty end-to-end at the moment. A little bit messy, isn't it, in that structure? But yeah, I think we could be in for a couple of interesting moments. Now, Burger Windell off the back of the line, running a crash ball there. Warner now going to Vincent Tuka, who's brought down by another Clubber. I'm confused. I missed it. So Clubber is into the line. Sorry, Junior Bokamela. Willem Albert's first touch of the ball. Warner going to Fred Zelinger. Fred Zelinger going to Burger and Dahl. They've got numbers here. He goes inside of Tristan Lates. Gets the offload away to Steve. Go Steve! Almost up to the 22 of the lines. Warner now shifting right to North Narkle. First going to Fred Zelinger. Oh, that's a fantastic line being run by Chatuka. He's still going. Pass out wide to Frankie Horn. Now the boys were over. We're over. Come on. Come on. Vincent, my boy, he's such a nice line. Eventually managed to get away from the tackle, and he knew he had his former captain, old Frankie Horn, captain of the Currie Cup side, threw the long pass out there, and Frankie Horn back in the lineup, back on the scoreboard. Come on. It's a nice little offload there from Zelinger, but it's the angle from Chatuka which does it. And then very good support play from Frankie Horn. Obviously, he had the call because Vincent Chatuka immediately knew where he was. Remember, he kind of like Willem Alberts. I suppose it could be worse. I've been called Willem Alberts. I've been called Jasper Visa. I think I was called just from the best days and the ones. So we're ticking off quite a number of various people, actually. Jasper's probably due to the stash, which will probably be on for another week. Got a golf tour on Monday. So got to go to the stash for golf tour. And it's right under the polls, by the way. So we've added the 2 extras. So 7-0. The du Plessis family plays West Province only. Stay away. Hey, I mean, we can go. We took Edville. What's it? Apparently there's 7. I think there's 7 players in the starting line for Lions who either come through the Western Province system or school or something like that. So Don't rule it out. Yeah, just the timing, yeah, a little bit ahead. The restart goes to Willem Alberts. Decent take from the air there. Under a little bit of pressure, but the Lions have managed to keep it. Warner going to the box kick. Raz was chasing pretty hard. Good take from Galant. He's wrapped up by Burger Windal. Evan Lewis knocks it down. It's backwards. Gets to a bit of a steam runner, but Steve Toy doing well to take him down. Now Stormers in the front. Was going to be flat for Netley Bashir's fellow front ranker, but it was a bit forward there. Tuka celebrating, so a bit sloppy from the Stormers. A bit of a needless area, that. Ruben says, I've been a fan of AJ since 2000. EJ since we almost admit Alton's being missed by Lions. Bring him back, Sir Alton. Bring back Sir Alton. Colin Ross says Vince Tuka was getting SA passes. Yeah, we had a long chat about it. Him and his brother need to get that sorted. Man is such a good player. You can have Pretorius and give us Vincent Tuka. No. I see your offer. How about a counter offer? We'll give you Eva for you and Fred Zalinger for Pretorius and Warwick Galant. It could be the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals, but that's my offer. Right, scrum down here, boys. What we got here? On the half, pretty much on the halfway line, just inside on the Lions half. It's gone down once again. Is Alton one of your GOAT 10s ever? And would you? I think he's the best. He's the best fly half the Lions have ever had. You can't even begin to debate that. Or is it Super Rugby Player of the Decade? Look, to be fair, I mean, I've only started watching Lions from when, early 2000s, but hey, he's the best 10 we've ever had. I think that's pretty comfortable. He had some good 10s at the Lions, but yeah, I was just a massive Alton fan. He's just so unorthodox. Look, international, I don't think he's ever managed to translate as much of his game as he's wanted to, but he's looked very comfortable in the last couple of years. He looks like a very different player. I think he's the 5th highest scorer in Springbok history, actually, so he's got the numbers for as many as people don't like him. And a penalty from the Lions here at the scrum time. Come on. Oh, and a couple of back chats. Give us 10 meters. Yeah, keep going, yeah, chaps. Keep giving it to us. Yeah, Marius. Slap them on the wrist there. Now, Fred Zaling's going to have a pop of gold. Thank you for the couple of words, which just brought them into range. Right, let's get a second stream up for our 7th boys. Right, come on, Fred. Put some pressure on you. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Over the poles. Come on. Fred Zalinger adds the 3. 10 points to 0. Morty van den Berg enjoyed that. Is Willemse still concussed? I assume so. Although, I mean, I'm a bit confused about what's going on there because he was supposedly available for the last Springbok games. I'm not quite sure where he is. Ruan Bush says every 10 from international any country is Alton top 10. Every 10 from international any country is Alton top 10. Hang on, I'll get the bit now. Oh, he's been taken on the air ref. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm right a bit over zealous there and taking out Frankie Horn as he takes the kickoff. I think Alton get what in terms. So are you saying would Alton Yankees be in the top 10 in any other countries, like of all time, or it's difficult to say, isn't it? And a yellow card for Salman Murad. He's got to stop this. He really has to stop this. I mean, this guy is supposed to be a potential future Bok captain, maybe even potentially. And this is the 3rd time he's got a yellow card in the flipping URC. He's got to sort it out. Oh, they've missed touch, chaps. Come on, man. That's such a basic error. Right, Evan was going to get a bit of a steamroll here. Who wants him? Who wants him? Who wants him? Boom! Willem Alberts wants him. So him and Steve Torley saying, listen, chap, you run over a couple people, you're not running over us. Kick over the top there is red, but well above here for Yun. He's got Similani outside him. Gets to the halfway line. Go for ball there for Warner. Frankie Horn. Oh, and he's just left it behind as Willem Alberts. Now it's going to Benny. Here comes the counter-attack for the Stormers. Good hands, but he's left it behind as Victor Torres. Now Rasmus has jumped back onto it, but unfortunately there was a knock-on, so we'll go back for it. Got it. You can see he backed himself and then decides to run Steve Story and Willem Alberts. And welcome to Willem Alberts, Chief. Bah! I mean, of all the players to run into, you want to go back yourself against Willem Alberts. I mean, I admire the braveness of and the audacity of Evan Roos to say, I want to go at the bone collector, but I think he realized the full size of Willem Alberts there. What do you mean foul play? He hits him in the chest. So we're looking at foul play here, apparently. It's here. No, but I mean, his shoulder's hitting him here. So, of course, it's like his bloody jaw is going to like wrap around the back of his thing. It's shoulder to here. He's hitting him here. Yeah, in penalty only. Even in penalty, I think it's a bit... I mean, his jaw, and I mean, look at the entire neck is above. So now they're saying there's no attempt to wrap. What? So you were going with a penalty, and now, Morris, you've decided we're going to go with a yellow card. Commentator, don't come in with I thought as much. You can interpret it they're completely different. The issue now is there's no attempt to wrap. Right, so it's 14 apiece. Well done, Willem. There's no head-on-head contact. He hits him here. The issue now is that the arm doesn't come around to wrap. Right, 2 locks are off. That's a bit frustrating. Yeah, I think the shoulder to chest is fine. The issue is they're not wrapping, which you weren't really looking at in the first instance because that's what they wanted to look at. Because they were saying it was head on head or shoulder to jaw. Definitely wasn't shoulder to jaw. It's some square in the chest, but yeah, just no arm that came around with Willem Alberts. He has been guilty of doing that, unfortunately, so just needs to sort that out. But yeah, so not much of an advantage there for the Lions with the 14 men because they're now down to 14 themselves. Right, and the Sevens boys are about to come on as well. So let me get that scoreboard going as well. We got a moment we're going for the rolling more here. Now it's going to Benny breaks off. He still goes, going to Benny looking for support. Comes in the form of Marvin Ori. Good stuff here from the Stormers. Evan Lewis almost sees a half gap. Great turnover by 12. I love it. I mean, there we go. Morris is just doing my job for me. It's a great turnover by Burger Werndahl. Flat to Milani. Steps inside of Werndahl. Now there's numbers. Now the Lions have got numbers. Inside to Warner. Not sure it's the right option. Where's the support play? That's so many players on the right there. Similani once again. What can he do? Slips a little bit. Oh, that's a bit high. Neck roll by number 6. I think that's the call could come from the side. I almost looked at a high tackle here from Sinatla. I want to see the Similani there. Almost had his head. I mean, really, Yako, after all that continuity, that little break there, and you have to go. Chaps, discipline. Discipline. I think it's a call that's come from the side. Right, the boys are coming out for 7, so I've got the scoreboard ready. So discipline a bit lacking here, so it's on Monty Liebach. Yeah, he just grabs his head and says, cheers, thank you very much, chaps. Yeah, it's not a good clean out, is it? Well, they go short with the Storms in the line out. I'm not sure that was the initial plan. Brock has been wrapped up. Stefan Unger going to Evan Roos once again. Solid defense so far from the Lions. Good continuity. Evan Roos. Sorry, that wasn't Evan Roos the first time. Dan Duplessis. Just with all the blondies. And another penalty in front of the poles. They need to get Fred Zalinger. Well, it's right in front of the poles, and I reckon this will be the first points of the game for Stormers. One imagines that they'll go straight for the poles. Yeah, and they'll go take 3 points. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. So that's frustrating. I mean, the Lions are playing really well, and then just like 3 back-to-back penalties at the moment, just killing any momentum. Miss it. I mean, it's right in front of the pole. He's not missing this. Right, Monty Liebach for the first points for the Stormers of the game, right in front of the poles. What does he have? He's got. Ooh, he's missed it. That is a pretty shambolic kick, if we're going to be very honest. How is the win prediction still 52% for the Stormers when they're losing? How could you be 10-0 up after 20 minutes and your chance of winning is 44%? The disrespect. The restart goes to Tobias Nutler, goes to Evan Roos. Runs to Rand North Narkle, brought down right in front of Carly Sardi, actually, who wants to have a bit of a go. So Yaka Creel, actually, even better, but he missed it. Lily Bashir, a little bit laboured, giving to Monty Liebach, and his offload bounced up, and they actually managed to regather it. He's eventually brought down by Rand North Narkle. Storm is still inside their own half. Stefan Unger now going to Land, ball over the top to Ruan now. Standing star, cuts inside. Still goes Ruan now. He's eventually brought down by Jakob Saki. Managed to get himself into Lions territory. Lily Bashir once again, first receiver, going to nobody. Warwick Lam picking it up. Throwing the dummy. Ball over the top to Sinatle. Now he's got a lot of pace. Edel van der Merwe needs to try and reel him in. I mean, that's harsh. He's got an advantage for high tackle because he grabbed the hair by mistake. That's a weird law, isn't it? What? Oh, come on, Marius. That pisses me off. Like, I mean, there was no intent there. I mean, he's trying to grab at him. Well, let's look at the replay. I'll give him a doubt. He's trying to grab at him. And he's trying to grab the shirt. And then grabbing the shirt, he grabs something that's not his hair. Now he's in the bin. I mean, for fuck's sakes. Well, we're down to 13. I mean, goodness me. Right, so is that a tactic? Should we all grow our hair out? It's an interesting idea, actually, isn't it? So I carry there from the Stormers. There's good continuity here. They've got to try and make this count. Lions will be down to 13 men for another, down to 13 for about another 6 or 7 minutes. Monty Liebach going to Warkalant. Good tackle. He's actually knocked it on in the tackle there. Jakob Creel's going now. Shoves off Billy Engelbrecht, who's actually stayed down. Getting it very labouredly. Warner going to Jakob Asaki. Now Warner going to the boot. Not a brilliant touch finder, if we're going to be very honest. Anyway, the 7's about to kick off. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye on what's going over there. And the line, I mean, Storm was just making a lot of unforced errors. I mean, there, Khalan just dropping the ball. I mean, there was no really reason why he did it. Well, not that he did intentionally, but there was no real reason that it just did. Yellow for Edwards, really harsh. Yeah, I agree. I mean, he wasn't going for the. I mean, it was on the Tristan Lates when he went after him, he grabbed the hair properly. I can go with it, but I don't think that was intentional. I think he's trying to grab the shirt, and as soon as you grab the hair, he releases and says sorry. It's very unintentional. So I think it's quite hectic to go straight yellow card. But yeah, comes a running more here from the Stormers. Meanwhile, the Blitzboks are on the attack here. Sawyer's Wapi! Choya's Wapi! Stefan Ungra, no! We'll dab him behind to stay in fact. Ooh, that was almost close. Sanatla, I think, has knocked that on. Sawyer Zappi's gone over in the corner for the Blitzboker, though. Come on, the boys. Right, so Sanatla against Warner. Warner actually does really well here. Sanatla going for the boy. Who comes the ball? Who's the ball come off last year? Right, so who's the last touch here? I think it was Sanatla. So I think it'll be a knock-on from Sanatla. A little boot to the chest for his efforts. 5-minute scrum for the Lions. Not a great result, but no goal on drop pass. Probably not a bad idea. In fact, especially they've got. Look, the main thing at the moment for the Lions is to run this bloody clock down because while you're with 13 men, you're not going to be doing much, are you? You've got a lock off, you've got a wing off. Clock's everywhere at the moment. And time is on. Blitzbox, meanwhile, defending pretty well. Oh, that's a high tackle. Yeah, come on, man. Right, big scrum you need from the Lions. Blitzbox currently 5-0 up against Australia. We're just going to a penalty away at the 22. We have a reset scrum here. That'll suit the Lions. Right, Salman Murad is on. So that reset scrum has actually not benefited the Lions at all because the Stormers are now back to a full contingent. So it's 15 on 13 for the next few minutes. Yeah, I mean, you can't argue his tackle. I mean, he just literally, Frankie Horn goes up, he looks, he's going up, and then tackles him. I mean, that's just stupid. Penalty there for the Blitzbox. Good stuff there, chaps. Good stuff there, chaps. You guys just cook on down there, and we'll check what's going on with another reset scrum. Bloody wasting my time with the reset scrum. Come on! Better looking scrum. Ball hasn't quite gotten all the way back. Warner goes digging. Burger Woodendahl. Going to keep us nice and tight here, you imagine the Lions. Warner goes back to Fred Zalinger. Fred Zalinger needs to find decent clearance. Doesn't even find touch, in fact. So stay in field to Sanatla. So now a big chase line is needed here from the Lions. Not too many high chases. Want to come nice and flat. Watchalong starting to see a bit of space on the left. Goes to Sanatla, who's wrapped up by McClana. Watch the hair. Watch the hair. Stefan Ungra going wide to Watchalong. Khalan with the offload. Near Bashir. Carly Sardi. Oh, to Stefan Ungra. Who is that? Who is that? I mean, Stefan Ungra's gone over, but I mean, I think that could be one of the worst tackle attempts I've ever seen in rugby. I mean, that was far, far too easy. The offload game was good, but that shambolic excuse of a tackle there needs to be looked at. Who is it, chaps? We need to have words. William Alberts is now getting ready to. I think he's back on as well. So Lions back to 14. So they've used that 13-man advantage. Oh, Andrew Warner, you've just been absolutely, basically bitched by your former umpire. Oh, Australia over. Australia have hit back and under the poles as well. So Australia will go into the lead in the Dubai final there. Yeah, I mean, it was a 2-on-1. Carly started trying to bring down Neely Bashir, and then jeepers me. Andrew Warner has been sat down by Stefan Ungra. Just hand off in the face down there, boy. This has been a terrible, 2 minutes for me. The bloody blitzboxing conceded. The Lions were conceded. Molly Liebach had that horrendous attempt for penalty earlier, so hopefully as this kicker slides wide, does me a favor here. Right, so blitzbox down 2 points over in Dubai. Honey said the Lions need to not make unnecessary mistakes to control the game. I just need to just calm, Swoosa. Actually, they've been playing well. They're just almost like forcing the issue at the moment. Right, Monty Liebach has a second attempt. And it's got straight over. So 3 points is the margin. After 28 minutes. Down in Cape Town. In Dubai. The Blitzbox got 1 minute to try and score a try before half time. Oh, Blitzbox on the break here. Zane Davids. It's a great run by Zane Davids in there. Anyway, restart here from the Lions. Going quite deep. David see back on the park. Good to see. They've lost the set to 22. They can't keep to touch. Just always looking to keep it alive. Monty Liebach. There's a lot of dummy runners there. Taking a few defenders out. Richard Tuka makes the tackle. Monty Liebach's good. This is a very good offload game. Salman Murat tackled on the halfway line. Good continuity there from the Stormers. Stefan Unger going out to Warwick Gelant. Gelant seeing a bit of space. No, it's going to stay inside. Maybe for you now. Looking to keep the ball alive. Ever, we don't have much support, Chief. Thankfully, I found a couple of forwards there. Lions back on the 22. William Alberts still on the 22 here. Meanwhile, the Blitzbox under siege in the first half. Kick hasn't gone out though from the Lions though. Stormers regain possession on the halfway line. Monty Liebach swinging the ball inside towards Rick Pretorius. He's wrapped over North Knuckle. Good offload there from the Rust. Oh, now Vinny Engelberg with the ball out the back. Ruan now down the wing. Wants the chip and chase. Warner's going back there. Warner, can you do something? He gets, cheapers, Warner. Oh, he's dropped his Rick Pretorius. I mean, how have they guys butchered that? They're still truckers, to be honest. 5 meter line here, the Stormers. Scramble defense. Oh dear, there's numbers. Warwick Gelant. Oh, that looked a bit forward. Really for sure, can he get the offload away? Sinatli over. I mean, it's just pathetic, isn't it? And the Stormers have scored another try. It's just numbers. It's numbers. It's down to, I still think, I mean, it's on the side of Edel van der Merwe, which I still think shouldn't have been a yellow card. So, but jeepers, I mean, the tackle from Warner on Ruan now, he almost flipping carried him over the line. I want to look at that. Yeah, we're having a look. I want to look at that Lily Bashir part. It's a good try. It's very good continuity there from the Stormers. Very nice hands. Very little bit parts out the back there. Ruan now chip and chase. And then they just work themselves back towards the left-hand side. But I'm not convinced Lily Bashir's pass was flat. So we're going to have a look. Come on, save us here. Quinton, in the TMO, save us here. Gelant again showing why I should be a Bok 15. Oh, yeah, we all know I'm on the Gelant train. I mean, this is not, chaps, that's not backwards. Even the hands, there's no backwards there. Surely that's been ruled out. Sharp Reds, typical Lions getting to go forward and then losing the plot. Yellow card for Lions, that's bad news. They had 2 yellow cards, actually, so. What? I mean, look, I know it all comes down to direction of the hands, but literally, you can see with the grass cut, it came from the dark piece of grass down and clearly forward, and I don't think the direction of the hands were backwards there. That's very 50-50. I'm a very unhappy Lions fan now. Even the commentators sitting there saying, no, it's going to be ruled out, and then, no, they've decided to stick with the on-field decision. Well, that's frustrating. I think he's missed that again, you know. Yes. Money Liebach, my boy. Right, 2 points in the game. I just don't think... look, it's a great try. I mean, you can go all the way back to a couple of dummy runners, ball inside, back in there to some rut, the quick recycle. It's a fantastic attack. It really is. I just think it's fast forward. Come on, guys. Come on. Dear. Well, I think we should be back to a full contingent. We are. So the Lions' yellow card is finally up. So Daniel BC going running himself, almost out the 22 there. Somebody feel free to tackle him. They eventually do. Taken back. Watchalong under a bit of pressure here. Bring out that left boot. Can't go into touch. Good kick there. Turning Eva for you. Right, Eva for you. What's he going to do? And he slips. Right in front of a back or forward. So he's driven back there. The Lions have managed to keep possession. Come on, Lions. We've got 7 minutes here, chaps. Let's just hang into it. Steve's totally there. Evan Rose is quite quick up off the line. Lions lost a few meters there. Now Warner's going to go back. Now he's going to go the box kick here. No, he goes to Zeilinger. Zeilinger boots the ball high in the air. Edel van der Merwe is chasing hard. The ball is bounced, and Willem Albers has jumped onto it. Go, Willem! What? Oh, goodness me. I mean, talk about bloody discipline. So Edel van der Merwe is on, and the Lions are penalised for being in front of the ball. I mean, can we get any luck here, chaps? I mean, the ball literally bounced straight back to Willem Alberts. Right, so you got to retreat. It's pretty marginal. Meanwhile, Australia looking pretty good against Blitzbox here, by the way. There he says, draw. Guys, I'm not sure how that's not forward, but I'll take it. Ospreys 10, Ulster 10. Looking like a decent game. I want to see Sharks versus Stormers. I'm hoping that they might be able to spin another game in December, yeah. Stormers go to the front of the line to Salmarat. It's going to be any... chaps, can we just make some tackles here? Junior Pocamelo almost up to the 5 meter. Flat from Marvin Ori, who's doing the Lions a favour with all side, knocking it forward. Now they're going to try and run it out of their own try line here. Similani goes to for Yun. For Yun puts the kick in. The advantage is over. A knock-on advantage. Rasbakwana is... That's actually a very nice kick for Yun. It's bounced very nicely and gone out of touch. In between the 10 meter. Oh, man, stop bitching. He's getting a penalty. Oh my goodness, Marius. What is going on here, chaps? The only thing that we can do there is to get really quickly. Your player goes to step it over his hand. So I'm going to leave it to you. I'm just going to continue with what I'm doing. I think it's a penalty now for knocking the ball out of his hands. Marius, but don't come here with we've had people grabbing people's hair. It was so accidental. I think you're going to go look at that in later and you're going to sit there saying, my bad, I shouldn't have sent him off. Oh, this is just frustrating. Being frustrating, what's happened to this box here? Seven points to 5, still a score over there in Blitzbox. So the Lions, I mean, it's a good kick from Eva for you, and then Rasbakwana has just knocked the ball out of his hand and conceded a penalty. So that's pretty frustrating. 3 minutes left over the Blitzbox. If they were to score here, take the lead. Blitzboks look tired in this round. They look tired all weekend, to be fair. I think it's been a long and draining season for them. It'd be nice for them to have a break. Morris Jonker again, geez, can't let him go. The guy's so annoying. I mean, really, that chat was just a little bit much, wasn't it? I think 2 justified yellow cards to Willem Alberts and Solomon Murat. I don't think the one to Edel van der Merwe was justified at all. And then to name drop it as if the guy intentional. I mean, it's like you try to pull bloody Snutler's dreads off. That's not gone straight, but Willem Alberts has actually intercepted it. So it's turnover ball there for the Lions. Fred Zelinger going out to Burger Wendell. Out to Wanasila Similani. He's got Evil for you outside him. Crashing the afterburner Similani. Almost gets away from her and now gets into the Stormers half. Go to Victor Tuka. Goes to Fred Zelinger. Fred Zelinger. Rush defense there. Jakob Asaki. Crack on the pace. Gives it to Ras Mapana. Has he got the pace? Has he got the pace? Inside. Ooh, that's been knocked down by the Stormers. And Burger Wendell's jumped onto that. Good continuity. Willem Alberts lost it forward. It's frustrating. Now damn Duplessis has hacked it forward. Evil for Yun is backtracking. There's space to the right. They can get the ball there. They send it out to Chatuka. Sorry, Similani. Similani's wrapped up. He needs support here, chaps. He needs support. Lions on the 10-meter line there. They go to Fred Zelinger. Fred Zelinger sends the ball over the top to Jakob Creel. Steps inside of Marnie Liebach, who slips actually. Eventually goes down. Makes the ball available for Warner. Oh, the Blitzboks have hit back, by the way. It's 10 points to 7 over there. Fred Zelinger now going with the boot. Good chase there for Makwana. Richard Torres gives it back to Warwick Galant. Brings up that left boot of his. Doesn't find touch, though. But Stormers player down. I think it's going to Benny. Ever for Yun. Matching himself up against his opposite number, Warwick Galant. Blitzboks got 50 seconds left in their game. Penalty advantage, come on. Warner going to Jakob Asaki. He's been like a man possessed at the moment. Warner sniping. Brought down by Brock Harris and Dan Duplessis. And we'll go back for the penalty. Good stuff here, chaps. Meanwhile, Blitzboks, just defend with your life, chaps. Defend with your life. 33 seconds, Australia on the attack on the halfway line. Oh dear, there's numbers. There's numbers. Ronald Brown's going to make that tackle. He doesn't. No! No, he has to make a tackle. He has to make the tackle. Inside ball. Oh, yes. Oh, knock on. Knock on. Come on, the lads. Well, if the Blitzboks can keep the scrum, that's 24 matches unbeaten and the Dubai Sevens. Come on. Yeah, Karen Tabeni has gone off, so we're going to see Andre Hugo Fenter. I think an HIA there. It's the tackle on Jakob Asaki. See you later, boy. Right, meanwhile, Blitzboks. We're going to take the points here, the Lions. Fred Zelinger is lining things up. You can actually take the lead, yeah? Randolph Knock will just hopping with the win condition. Now, the time is up for the Blitzboks. They just have to get this ball out, and they are the Dubai Sevens champions once again in 2 weeks. Although, I mean, technically one was supposed to be the Cape Town one. But yes, come on, lads. Fred Zelinger, inside, outside, straight over the pole, showing Monty Liebach how you do it. 13 points to 12. And the Blitzboks have butchered a penalty. They've done it. Come on. The Blitzboks have done. What a team. What a team. The Blitzboks have done it. Back-to-back tournament wins in the HSBC Sevens. What a start from these lads. Brilliant, brilliant stuff there. Well, there we go. So the Sevens have won. Now my boys are in the lead. Could be in for a good Saturday here. Marnie Liebach with the restart, going pretty far. That was up by quite a long time by Marnie Liebach there. So that's a horrible mistake for him. So we'll go back for a scrum on the halfway. Not a good time to be conceding that either. It's a horrendous kickoff from Marnie Liebach. It's not keep particularly well, is he? Where's Jesse Creel playing club rugby? He's still in Japan. I don't exactly know 100% who he's with. But I know he's still in Japan. Zanzibar Comic Club says Stormers by 9 points. Man, Australia came for us. Yeah, no, it looked like a very good game. I sort of half looked at everything. I had quite a lot of pace there, Australia, but this Blitzboks is too good. Sharp Braid says, I would not have blamed the Blitzboks if they lost. They need a break now. Yeah, they've earned it, haven't they? But what a side. What an absolute brilliant side. Neil Powell, what a coach. Right, 20 seconds left here, chaps. Come on, what can we do here? Penalty over here would be pretty prime. It's penalty to Stormers. Not quite what I had in mind there, chaps. It's on the halfway line, so I don't think they'll back the poles. So the Stormers will have a late opportunity to try and kick this to touch and try have a go. There goes the hooter for the half time. Right, Monty Liebach, trying to get him nice and close. Decent kick from Monty Liebach. He's found touch inside 22. Lady Smith reckons the Stormers Lions draw. I'll be surprised if it's a draw. But you never know. You never know. Driving more here for the Stormers. It's all broken apart, but it's still going. And Jaco Kriel's come through and almost had hands on the ball there on Hugo Fenter. The ball goes down. So it's pretty well defended. Evan Roos going to Willie Engelbrecht. Good tackle on him from Vincent Stuka. Ball's available for Warner, though. Marvin always knocked it on again. Marvin always my boy today. Oh, go, Jaco! Pick up and go from Vincent Stuka. Go to Willem Albiston. This is not really continuity from the Lions here. Fred Zalinger trying to get the outside. He does. Needs a bit of support. Still keeping this live here, the Lions. They go straight to Jofa Ewan, who almost breaks his ankle. I mean, jeepers, this field there is just not too lacquer here. Lions looking to keep it alive. They don't want to keep this. Oh, it's a good line run by Satuka once again. He gets the offload. Launches knock on. So advantage over knock on. Junior Pocket Mellon now goes straight into, I think it's Willem Alberts. Jaco Kriel is holding on. Go to Andrew Hugo Fenter. He's brought down by Fred Zalinger eventually. It's a good line run by Ruan now. The ball comes back to Brock Harris. And knock on again. There we go. That'll be half time. Right, half time at the DHL Stadium. 12 points to 13. The Lions are leading. Come on. Grant Swartz, Kalant was practicing from 50 meters. Yeah, I saw he was practicing his goal kicking. It'll be interesting to see if he starts bringing that in. Right, we're going to take a bit of a quick break. We'll be back for the second half. Please don't go away. Halftime score at the moment is 12 points to 13 in favor of the Lions. BizBox have also just taken the Sevens title for Dubai, so we're going to do a quick video about that actually right now. So we'll do a quick review, and then we'll be back to cover the second half. So don't go away. Smash like on the video as well as subscribe to the channel, and I'll check you guys in just a few. Right, and we are back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Forever Sports. It is half time. Well, the second half is about to begin. Down in Cape Town, we've got the Stormers taking on the Lions. Lions leading by a single point. A very interesting first half, but the Lions actually went down to 13 men at one stage. 2 yellow cards. One justified, the other one I'm a little bit skeptical about. So it's been hard work for the Lions, and discipline has been an issue for both sides. Salman Murat also being yellow carded, his third yellow card of the season, something that is getting a little bit worried about such a talented player. But so yeah, hopefully a really good game too. It's been a good game so far. The handling errors need to be sorted out. I think it's been a little bit messy at times, but there's not much in between the two teams, which is probably what you want. Right, the whistle goes there from Morris. Get my clock going, and Stormers get things underway. He goes straight to Frankie Horn. Early contribution for him is a fairly solid carrying from the young Lions 8th man. Andrew Warner going with the box kick there. Early test here for Watchalong. Not much of a chase. Couple of good blockers there for the Stormers. So Stormers their first spell of possession just on the halfway line. Stefan Unger going to Evan Ruiz. Puts his head down. He's wrapped up by Vincent Tuka as well as Carly Sari. Now working the way to the right. A little bit of a fumble early on from Dan Duplessis before he's brought down by, I think it's Warner there. Now Murat puts his head down. Brought down by Steve Tolly. Stefan Unger trying to give it to Martin Liebach. He was shifted out wide. And Khalan is given it straight back to Jakob Creel. It's just, the handling errors once again. That's really poor from Khalan. Turnover ball here. North Knuckle going to Simalani. Simalani looking to try and create a little all over the top. Jakob Vasaki, who then runs into touch, unfortunately. It was a good take from him. But just outside, stepping out there under the tackle from Rick Pretorius. I think time off there is from Morris. Not quite sure what the issue here. Here comes another rolling more here from the Stormers. Doesn't look like Scary Benny's back on the field. Commentators talk about the fact it doesn't look like he's coming back on. So Andre Hugo Fenter will have a decent run out here, and the ball just seems to have popped out there. Into touch, I think, was the call there. Not quite sure exactly what's happening. It's a scrum. Referees, communication, chaps. Feel free to tell us what the hell's going on here. Everybody just sort of stopped. We'll be resuming the scrum, and it's Lions pushing, I think. Warner's sitting around there in the back there with the ball in his hand, so it will be a Lions scrum. Early scrum here. It's on the halfway line, just inside the Stormers half, on the far left-hand side for the Lions. So they've got the width of the right-hand side to attack. They're quite messy at the scrums. I wouldn't say any teams had a clear winner. Both have conceded penalties. Looks a bit better here from the Lions. It's going straight up, though, so we're going to have a bit of a reset. Get my time back on. 42 minutes 43 minutes is the time on the clock. Come on, big scrum here, chaps. Big scrum here, chaps. Let's look, penalty advantage from the Lions there. One off the back, goes to Simalani. Simalani goes into Pet Zellinger. Rasmus Klein got the run at Sanatla. Draws in, Van der Merwe. Van der Merwe's got work to do. Steps inside of Rick Pretorius. Lines up to the 22, so with the penalty advantage. Warner goes to Vincent Tuka. Managed to get the offload away to Willem Alberts. Working hard against himself inside the 22. Now Warner shifting it out to Birger Oendal. There's numbers that they want to use it, but it's a really good defensive read that we're in now. Vince took it aside. No, we're going back towards the right. Tries to hand off Evan Ruiz. Fred Zalinger once again rush defense there for Yun. Gets the offload away to Bugo Undal. Gets it off to Similani. What's Similani going to do? Inside. Give it away to Warner. Over. Come on. That is Lions rugby, ladies and gentlemen. That is Lions rugby. That's what we've been missing lately. The offload game there. In fact, it's quite well done by Vince Tuka, who actually decided to walk back towards a bit of support there. Walk towards the right side. Created that space out wide, but the rush defense from the Stormers just being undone by a couple of good passes here. And a good set piece move there with Makwana then linking up with Evan van der Merwe. And work their way back towards the left. And it's just draw and pass, isn't it? Similani, quite a lot of work to do. Stepping inside of everyone now. He eventually grabs hold of a shirt, gives it offload to Warner. Good support line. He had Frankie Horn as well, so it was always going to be a try. That's what we need. Good start to the half. And no issues with the conversion as well. So 20 points to 12. The Lions go into the lead. Come on, the lads. Now I need to build on this lead. Come now, chaps. This is the type of lead that you can build on. So they've gone down to the left this time from the kickoff, and I think he's better hash it again. So he kicked it out the last time in a restart in the last half. He kicked it out in touch, and now Mani Liebach has left it short and hasn't gone 10 meters. So he's having a bit of a mare today, which as a Lions fan, I'm gonna take that. Right, get that sorted. Right, can I say my condolences to the Lions fans so long? Yo, well, I'm a little bit late to the comics, so that was a while ago, but come on! What's wrong with the Stormers? How's it, Keegan? Hope you're well. We won the sevens. Why do the Lions win when I want them to lose? When they lose, I want them to win, like against overseas opposition. Should Jack Creel maybe come back to the Springboks? I mean, it's hard to get into that loose trio, but it's a good player. Similani, my playmaker. Oh, we got burst in the middle here. Oh, that gone to hand. We could have been over again. What a move. It's the confidence the Lions are suddenly playing with all of a sudden. I mean, Warner just bursting with the back. Fred like inside ball back to Warner. Now, if the pass goes to hand, yeah. Oh, Similani leaves it from Makwana, and I think if Rubs takes it, I think he's away, you know. Right, so go to Marvin Oit, Andy Bassi, wrapped up by Vincent Tuka. Stefan Unger now going to the boot. It's quite high. It'll be competitive. Rick's Pretorius chasing hard. Bakwana very nicely out the air there. Under a lot of pressure. Needs a bit of support. Does come there. So the Lions will retain possession on the 10-meter line on the far left-hand side of the park. Warner going to Fred Zelinger. Fred Zelinger goes to the boot, sort of chipping it down towards the left-hand side. Mani Liebach lets it bounce. Then goes inside to Warwick Halant. What's Kalan going to cook up here? Inside ball to Sanatla. Sanatla's got the pace. And the follow-up play for Mani Liebach. Has he got the pace? Renat North has rolling him in. They're into the 22 here. Pick up and go from Venter. Scramble defense needed here for the Lions. They've got a penalty advantage for not rolling there. Rice Bakwana has intercepted. Unfortunately, there's a penalty advantage. No, Morris, if you give another fucking card, he's going to give another card. I mean, you've got to be kidding me, Morris. Just blow the bloody game. That's the third yellow card you've given us. 3 yellow cards. What are we supposed to do? I mean, goodness me, Marius. 3 yellow cards. 3. I mean, should I just leave it up permanently? Because it just looks like we're going to have a yellow card the entire bloody game. Are you mad that you can't go to the game? Yeah, I'm quite bleak that I can't get to the stadiums, but as soon as they're back into Joburg, I'll be there. We'll take a GoPro in there and we'll show you guys what it's like to go to COVID games. Okay, so where's the penalty here? Where's the yellow card here? So Jakub Asaki is down here. He's guilty of not rolling. I mean, he's being held in by a leg, but so PJ Buerta's on now. I'm not a fan of PJ Buerta. Given to say, Steve, catch up now. So glad to see Lions winning so far. This is a good match of rugby. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Who got a card? Jakub Asaki got a card. Willem Alberts had a card. Van der Merwe's got a card. We're all getting cards. It's been 4 cards in the game. I keep talking about this. You know, we can't have 4 cards every single game. Was there a card in the Sharks versus Bulls game? I actually missed it last night. We didn't have a TV where I was. But there's just cards in every single game. Come on, chaps. Desperate defense here. They're going to try to use the scrum dominance. It's a reset. Grass was the yellow is just fired. That was taking one of the team. Yeah, look, I mean, he definitely probably could have made more of an effort. Being held in by the leg, but just it's the you know what it is? It's the Edel van der Merwe card, which I feel hard done by. Beating Stormers at home, that would be amazing. Lions not as bad as I thought. Yeah, respect us. Warwick dabs into there, and that's too far. Thank you very much, Stormers. You guys just keep making your mistakes, and we'll just keep doing us. We'll just keep vibing. That was probably not the right option there from Warwick. That left foot in there, and it's just far too hard from Warwick. So they'll take that. So it actually ran dead as well, so it'll be a 22 restart. So that's actually worked out very nice for the Lions. We just need to keep the scoreboard the same until we get our full players back. Can't believe they're showing this game in the UK. Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, everybody deserves to watch a bit of Lions rugby. I've gone pretty short chairs. Fred Zalinger and Junior Pocamilla has fumbled and actually ran. North Knuckle has won it back. Warner goes back to Fred Zalinger. Fred Zalinger pumps it down the middle of the park. Martin Liebach is back with Warwick Gelant. He gives it to Gelant. What's Gelant going to do here? He's going to run himself. Goes to Victorious. He's left the ball behind, actually, forward. The knock-ons are, as I'm saying, the Lions don't even need to play at the moment because the Stormers at the moment are just forcing this. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, Dan Duplessis fumbled a couple. Now it's a knock-on from Ricky Victorious, and this is it's not a great pass from Gelant, but you should still be taking slightly behind him, but you've got to be taking that. And the Lions are almost just playing rugby, and the Stormers are kind of just sort of the architects of their own downfall at the moment. So a long way that can continue. More for it. So it'll be a scrum inside Stormers territory. Pretty solid scrum there. Ungra going to Burger Wendell. He's tried the little chicken wing pass. Ungra is there. Zelinger goes over the top. A bit messy, but Rasbakwana now gives the pass out. It's a terrible pass as well. Quality of rugby in the last sort of 10 minutes has not been phenomenal, if we're going to be perfectly honest, apart from in fact, I lied. The first 7 minutes of the after half time is pretty good. The last 5 minutes has been pretty dire. It's just been knock-ons, passing going to astray. And the Lions just, but nowhere. They're throwing a pretty poor passes right now. Now Stormers are having a press conference in the middle of the park. Having chats here. Come on, chaps, speed this up, yeah? In fact, actually, no, take your time. You've got a yellow card. This is so annoying. Right, so the man, just be happy you get to watch the mighty Stormers. I mean, it's almost like a punishment, isn't it? Fenter going to Marvin Ori, going down to Stephen Ungra, who goes to Moni Liebach, goes flat to Dan WC, gives inside to Evan Ruiz, but Burger Uden does it quite quickly. And it was helped out by, I think it's Willem Alberts. Go to Marvin Ori at first receiver, Stephen Ungra wrapping around, and he's going straight to Warner. Oh, the pass hasn't got a hand. Willie Engelbrecht will now run onto it. Wow, that's good hands there by Willem Alberts. There's a knock on there from the Stormers. Chief, we had nothing. Hey, this better be our ball, Marius. Penalty for the Lions. Thank you. Warner, what are you doing? Thank you. Bring him back and taking it quickly. Are you mad? Are you mad? I want to see the Stormers team with Willems at 12. I think his running rugby suits them well. Yeah, I think we all want to see that, don't we? The Stormers have any Springboks currently playing. They've got Marvin Ori, who's part of the squad. We got Solomon Murat and Marvin Ori are the two squad members. Marvin Ori has actually played this year, so yeah, they do. Lions, we get absolutely nobody back. I mean, it's just, yeah. Grasshopper's knock-on was a Stormers play. He began another match. Yeah, it's been sloppy. It's been sloppy. And as I said, the Lions are just sort of living on the Stormers' mistakes at the moment. Playing well. They're playing well. I'm not going to give my team good justice. They are playing well. Go to the back of it. Oh, they're starting the line. There's Marvin Ori. It's a good steal. But poor from the Lions. So the Stormers have turned that ball over. Outside 22, so they can't get a touch. So Moni Liebach will just pump this downfield. For Unit Edwin van der Merwe, the two men back. Right, what's Theo going to do? He's going to put it in the air for Edwin van der Merwe to chase. Chasing hard as Edwin van der Merwe. It's swirling in the air there. It bounces towards the Lions, but Evan Ruiz knocks it back. And Salman Murat goes down. I think it's a knock-on advantage. Junior Pokamene going toward Kalant. Kalant getting the offload away to Ruan now. And he's passed it out. I don't know if it's come off the hands of us, Bakwana. If it hasn't, then that's just another really bad pass. No, he's just passed into touch. This is pretty dire, actually. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Still down to 14 men of the Lions. PJ Boot, who can't throw in a line out, so this will probably be a turnover ball. Charlie Brand says, still 30 minutes left. How many yellow cards can Lions get? One game as world record. Well, it's a bit of a messy line win, but eventually goes to Burger Odendaal. He finds a very good line. He's got Vincent Tuka in support. He doesn't even need him. He goes to Vincent. Go, Vincent, and we're over. Come on. The big leap from Vincent Tuka. Try assist in the first half. Try in the second half. The Lions are over 25 points to 12. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And we're joining. And we're jamming with the buggers. Yes, lads. And it's under the pole as well, so that'll be an easy conversion as well. What a line from Burger Odendaal here. Messi there, pops down to Warner, and Burger Odendaal just slips straight inside of Moni Liebach. It's a poor attempt of attack, and then he just wrong foots Rickers Pretorius. Inside ball, great support play from Vincent Tuka, and boom! Hey, and the lads, Similani and Tuka, the two future boxers, and Fred Zellinger starts the conversion, 27 points to 25. How many fans are allowed into the stadium? 2,000, I think, is the... Actually, I don't know, because in theory, you can only have 2,000 people there. So I don't know if they then, subtract the players and the officials and stuff like that. But max, I think, there won't be more than 2,000. Hey, and Edwin van der Merwe is there with the camera. I love it. I love it. Well, give us as many yellow cards as we need, Morris. We just scored with 14 men. Come on, lads. Oh, this is not good. Kalant's off. Tristan Lates is on. I assume this is an injury. I mean, you don't take Warwick Kalant off unless he's injured, which would not be good because he's had so many injury issues. Yeah, but let's hope there's nothing too serious there. Must be Kwame there chasing. It was a good early touch there for Tristan Lates. Just replace Warwick Kalant from the box. Pick up and go from Evan Lewis. Almost goes to the middle. Going in with the pillar post, chats. Pillar post. Inside to Salman Murat, getting a bit of a run, but it's a big tackle on him from Carly Sardi. Now Monty Leibach giving it to Tristan Lates. I mean, somebody give. Oh, he's just been manhandled. Oh, I get anxiety watching Tristan Lates. Somebody needs to give him a sandwich. I mean, Shatuka has just absolutely manhandled him in that tackle. He's just so small. And like they're small, like short and stuff like Cheslin Colby. Like Cheslin Colby takes a shirt off when you go, yeah, sharp. But jeepers, every single time Tristan Lates get tackled, oh dear, and Hugo Fenter is down. Penalty from PJ Buerta. Why am I not surprised? What? Morgan O'Dear. When did he even come on? I'm sure it's PJ Buerta. This game is rigged. Nah, come now. It's just quality stuff from the Joburgers. Marvin Oye, Kalant, Morat are Springboks. Yeah, well, Kalant's Springbok cat, but not part of the current squad. Should be. Hopefully will be. So they've gone for the corner here of the Stormers. And it definitely wasn't Morgan O'Dear who made the penalty because Steve Stoll is still on. So yeah, I think it's PJ Buerta. But we're back to a full contingent. Jaco Creel and Jakob Asaki are back on. The two Yakos are back on off the card. So PJ Buerta, thank you. Away you go. Vince Tuka scoring against his future team. You wish, chap. He's going anyway. He's probably going overseas, to be honest. He's probably going to join Tyron Green at the fucking Harlequins. This is not good for Nathan Bashir. He's going to limp off. So we're going to see Lee Marvin Mazabuka on the park here for the Stormers. Did some good tries here. Where was he looking at it, Chair? Horrible tackle attempt from Andrew Warner in that first try for the Stormers, but yeah, look, second one for the Stormers, I still think is looking a bit dodgy if you ask me. But let me not be sour. We're sitting here with decent advantage. Lace must try for sevens, maybe. Not a bad shot. Well, we've missed the lineup, if it just took us busy dragging Lee Marvin Mazabuko to the ground. Pick up and go from Junior Pocameli. Still good. Can somebody bring him down? Oi! And the ball's popped up. Vincent Tuka's come away with it. And he's lost the ball forward. Just couldn't quite manage to get his grip there, Vincent. It's not the best moment there, so it's a good drive there. Junior Pocamela. Jaco Creel having to come and help out Andre Warner because and the ball just popped up. Vincent Tuka did well. He was well positioned. And then, yeah, just losing possession as Evan Lewis was tackling him. And then everyone now also knocking it on. So double knock on there. Shark Brain, there should be more lines on the Springbok setup. I think it's Carly Sardi, Tatuka, and Similani who I think would be the three players who are pushing. Tatuka needs to get his passport. I mean, bloody South African Home Affairs, how are you not giving this guy a passport? I mean, come on. It's not hard. You can have mine if you want. Can I just give it to him? You just change the photo. You can be Steve. You can have my passport and go play for the Boks. Machine. Pick up and go from Evan Rose. It's a good scrum there from the Lions. It's gone up again. It'll take resets now. Marcel Tennyson being ready. He wasn't supposed to be part of the matchday squad, but now Klaba being ruled out with COVID-19, I assume it means he's got always a close contact, something like that, but he's not involved there. It's pretty because he's a class player. But Junior Pocamela has played very nicely. I said he was going to be a nice addition to the Stormers. They've actually signed very well. Angara, Willie Engelbrecht, Junior Pocamela, they're good additions. Obviously, RJ Smith not involved, but his ban was rescinded, so he should be available. It's interesting, actually. I didn't even think about it. All right, another scrum here. Ruiz definitely wants to go himself. Up against Vincent Tuka and brings him down. Picks up and goes again. Brought down by Frankie Horn. Good interpretation of the law there from the young eighth man. Pick up and go from Brock Harris. Well defended. Pick up and go from Willie Engelbrecht. Never mind, last foot penalty advantage here for the Stormers. Lands under the kosh here. Marty Liebach tries to snipe himself. Very good defense there by Wandisile Milani. He looked defensively much better today. Fenton now with the kick tackle. Still playing penalty advantage. Elefant Merva trying to get his hands underneath the ball. It is short again, so I'm not sure they're going to be able to recycle this. User comes. They're going to pick up and go on Brock Harris. Good defense so far from the Lions. Just eating up some time here. Now they go to Ronell. And he's falling straight in front of two players. Surely got balls in time. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. We'll go back for the initial penalty. Let me sort out my clock here. We're actually at 62:03, 06, 07. There we go. Steve Hamad will be a Stormers Pipper at the end. Don't put that out there. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. My boys are gonna carry me through here. Should be easier for Chituka to get play for South Africa in these new laws. No, well, the issue is there's nothing with that. It's just he just needs a passport. Like, he could play for Springboks tomorrow. They just gave him a damn passport. I mean, he qualifies for one. He's been in the country for years. Stormers picked up tapping went, by the way, so they're still running here, trying to get onto the post. Just pick up and goes here from the Stormers. So far, Lions defense is holding pretty well, and there's a knock on. Now a chance. Rouse, just kick it. You've got the pace. Just kick it. Inside from Rouse Buchanan. Need support here. You need support here. Where the lads? Yeah, chaps. No turnover. Jaco Creel being brought down. Marvin always former teammate. Now I want to go into Zelinger. Zelinger going to Burger Windal. There's numbers, but Burger Windal runs away from the support into Junior Pokamela. Chap, you can't play that. Yeah. Back to Fred Zelinger now. Puts in the boot. He's turned Tristan Lates and Monty Liebach, who are retreating. It's going to stop in the 22. What a defense by the Lions. Come on, the lads. Now Monty Liebach goes high in the air. Tristan Lates is chasing hard. Which is really just past the ball. Thank you. Goes to Warner. Warner's got no option but to kick. Spots a bit of space out wide. He's kicked it out on the full. You fool. I mean, there's so much space. I think 50-22 could have been on there by Andre Warner, but he kicked it out on the full. The fool has kicked it out on the full. Wow, looks like Marcel Tennyson on the park. I can't believe how well the Lions play today. It's the coaching staff, chaps. We've got the best coaches in the country officially now. We've got Carly Sardi getting some. I think there's a bit of breath spray there to make sure that he's smelling nice and minty in the front row. Never seen that before in my life. Maurice Honka must retire now. Christ says, SR done like that. If Vincent was playing in England, they would have blessed him with the red new passport by 8 p.m. tonight. Literally, just give him a passport. I told you can have mine. Like, take it. I'll go to apply for a new one. I don't mind waiting. I'm not going anywhere. Take my passport, slap his face on. Vincent Steve. There we go. Steve Tachuka. It's got a nice ring to it. Time is off, so let me just adjust that. Yes, I'm about to put 100 minutes up there. 64, there. Then you can see off the back of the line into Lions territory, leaving on Bizabuka. It's a nice run and gets the offload away to Ernst van Rijn. He's on the park up to 22 meters. Good stuff from the Stormers. And we're giving it to Ruiz. Oh, that's a big tackle from, I think it was Franco Horn. Yeah, that's right, North Knuckle. I'll tell you what, I think the Lions have targeted Evan Ruiz. Like, every single time, I mean, it's almost like it's like this personal challenge. Every single time he wants to run into contact, there's definitely been a thing of, we are going to hit you. Like, you're not going to run over us like you've been running over half the flipping competition. And that's a huge tackle from Rad North Knuckle. The Lions' defense has impressed me the most today. I mean, you think about that defense on the touchline there, and it's a big tackle here. Boom, cheers. It's Frankie Horn and Rad North Knuckle at the same time. And you can see they've clearly, I mean, they obviously is the main ball carrier for the Stormers, but I think the Lions have been very aware of where he is. And every single time he's got the ball, they've made sure they got the right players in front of him. Babyface North Knuckle. Babyface Assassin. 114 tackles from the Lions. Yeah, almost 40 more than the Stormers, yeah. It's a bit of a breezy time down there in the DHL Stadium. There are all the kids having a good time. Very jealous, actually. Get me back to the stadiums. Release me onto the stadiums. Okay, are you happy, Bunny Steve? Oh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Trust me. This is you don't get to enjoy games like this from a Lions. Oh, that's a huge scrum as well. Oh, penalty advantage. Morty van den Berg's going to go on the snipe. Gives it to Fred Zelinger. Fred Zelinger goes, oh, and that's a deliberate knockdown as well from Rick Pretorius. Give him a card, Marius. They are, you know. I was actually joking. They're going to have a look. Rick Pretorius could be in trouble here. Yes, Marty says Quinton Immelman in the DMO. Deliberate knockdown. Rick Pretorius could actually be in trouble. I was joking, but it looks like it could actually be on you. I mean, I mean, to be fair, if that ball goes to Russ McClana, is anybody catching him? He's definitely not in a realistic position to. I mean, I don't like how. I mean, that's not even an attempt. It doesn't get much more deliberate than that, doesn't it? Yep, he's gone. He's gone. Another yellow card. If Vince Tuka played for West Palm Stormers, he'd already been a citizen and a Springbok. I mean, no. I mean, you could, but no. You don't get to dangle the passport and steal them from us. We'll make a plan. I'll go into Home Affairs tomorrow and just cause a scene. Right, so now, fifth yellow card of the day, which doesn't make for good viewing, does it? And the Lions, with all the momentum, 14 minutes left to go, and are playing against a 14-man Stormers side. It's theirs to lose. Good line up there. Burger Wendell trying to go for that line break. Oh, most of the vest has been taken out as well. People not very. Oh, that's a huge tackle on Naka Creole. He's lost the ball forward. And Phil's just trying to practice his 22 there, but I was trying to casually slot one, just showing he's got one in the bank there. Right, well, here come the replacements, and it's a new halfback pairing. Godlin Masimla's on with Tim Sweel. 30 points coming for the Lions. I hope so. Blind Man says, joined very late and been busy, but man, these Lions are looking at like business. Also, congrats to the late 10K subs. Thank you very much. Oh, it's been like a whole different team today. I mean, if we could play like this every week, we could actually have a team here. I think that break's helped a lot. I think the Lions, there's a lot that we needed to sort out, and I'm hoping that the break has given us the time to do that. Because we looked good today. Defensively, we looked very good, which we did not look good in the Currie Cup. And I think we were on average can see. Oh, that's a huge scrum from the line. Oh my goodness me, that is ginormous. Yeah, Carly, sorry. Yes, yeah, you give them the look. You stare down at them, Carly. Cheap as me. That was like the biggest alpha move by Carly Sardi. Massive scrum, and then he just walks away. Just a smirk. He's looking down like, yeah, chaps. You guys sold me? You didn't rape me? Yeah, sit down. That was ginormous, by the way. That was like Springbok stuff. And guess what? We're about to see a new front row. Here comes Yanni and Morgan Nordier. Very exciting young loosehead. And then Yanni Duplessis. Smile on his face. Yeah, all thoughts to Yanni Duplessis and his family. Lots of applause around the stadium. Good to see there. Yeah, what a travesty. Nice reception for him, though. You can't dislike Yanni. You know, you can't. I mean, we did when he used to give away 14 penalties a match for Springbok sometimes, but he's such a nice guy. Well, the extra 3 points goes over from Fred Zelinger, 30 points to 12. The Lions definitely in the driving seat. Look at the scrum. This is just ginormous. I mean, Brock Harris has just been absolute. I mean, cheap as Carly Sard. He just ran through him. That was ginormous. I mean, that's one of the most dominant scrums I think I've ever seen. Bruce saying Stormers playing effing good rugby. Well, they're losing, but when they do play rugby, they are playing. Oh, good take there from Burger Windal. Oh, I mean, on the charge here. He's got Rose next to him. Oh, and he loses it forward. What kind of pass was that, Burger? Turnover Boya for Stormers, but they're back inside their own half. Tim Sweel has brought down Morne van den Berg or Krappie. Now Marcel Tennyson gives it away. That's a big tackle on Salman Murat from Vincent Alberts. Large Joe from the knock-on. If Vincent went to Sharks, he'd be a Rock Nation. He literally would, you know. I think similar. Oh, that's a horrible knock-on from Ruin now. That's just gone to touch. That's a horrible moment. I think Similani and Strucker will be Rock Nation boys. You can just they will be primed for it. I'd like to see Carlos Hardy in the box next year. I don't see what more he has to do. His scrummaging is second to none, and has really improved his overall sort of game as well. And this pass from Tim Sreel, it's not great, but Ruin now also just throwing a hand there. FNTG says go Stormers. Bruce also going common Stormers. Ken says so far I'm pleased. Lions are showing competitiveness. I was initially skeptical when they were added, as I prefer the Cheetahs to stay, but so far not too bad. Yeah, if you can play like this, then we deserve to actually beat. Look, to be fair, we beat the Cheetahs, so we do deserve to be here. But with the recruitment or lack of recruitment, was a bit worried, but we are starting to play some decent rugby. And that comes another big scrum. It's a new scrum, new front row. Same result, penalty advantage. Mooi van der Berg gets to Fred Zeilinger. He goes and wraps up by Andrew Bassi and Tim Sreel. Ball's available for, and he's at the behind. Morgan Nadir. Yeah, we'll go back for the penalty. Yeah, the Storm is just missing Stephen Kitsoff, France Moherba at the moment. No Bongi Manambi. He won't be coming back to them. Now plays full-time at the Sharks. Going for the points here. I mean for the corner here. Love the confidence. I mean, 3 tries, 1 more bonus point victory away from home in Cape Town. I mean, it's just what we do. It's just what we do here at the Lions. You know, we just go down to Cape Town, we take some selfies on the mountain, and then we just tear up DHL Stadium. It's all in a day's work for a Lions rugby player. I mean, come on. Dick says this game is going to ruin my Super Grand Slam run. Yeah, good. Back, my boys. Jakub Asaki still on the park. Good to see. Osprey's 19, Ulster 13. Interesting. I was quite upset with how poor Osprey. That's a horrendous line. Oh, goodness me. It's terrible from the Lions. So they give the position back to the Stormers. So yeah, not quite bonus point yet. Tim Sreel kicks it ahead. It'll go straight down the throat of Edel van der Merwe. And not too much opportunity with the ball in hand. Goes inside to Eva for Yun, who slips. He always slips. And it's a penalty for, I think, stealing off. Neck roll again. Grasswell, there are just so many tight heads ahead of Sardi already in the box setup. Yeah, but I think he'll probably replace with Trevor eventually. Trevor being about 33 there, 34 in the next World Cup. I know there are so many tight heads. You still got a World Cup that's happening on here. The Storm. It's just a bit of a strange, interesting idea. But they've released Ebeles Natla. He comes inside and is brought down by Vincent Tuka. Could be kind of man of the match, I tell you. Jakub Asaki. I mean, jeepers, he's got quite a good engine on him, Vasaki. I mean, he did have a yellow card. Just late, getting through the tackle. Ball comes back to Tim Sreel. Good continuity from the Stormers. Sreel's wrapped up by Jaco Creel. Oh, a bit of a fumble there, but Hugo Fenter does eventually manage to catch it. Colin is similar. Going to Marcel Tennyson. Was a little bit flat-footed. He's brought down by Frankie Horn and Rand North Nachel. They've done quite well. There's a little bit of a duo there. Imad Mwisabuka a bit stationary. Hit hard in the tackle by Jakub Asaki. Ball over the top to Sanatla. Wrapped up by Phil Yun. Not really getting too much go for it ball, but running the phases here so far, the Stormers. So far, defense still standing pretty strong here. It's been a very different Lions defense so far today. Let's see what more they can do. I think the penalty advantage there for being offside. Andrew Bassi, wrapped up by Burger Odendahl, and they'll go back for the penalty. 18 never back inside. It's Yanni the man who's penalised. My Saturday is ruined. My Saturday is made at this rate. Since Zeilinger can kick accurately, he could solve actually problems at the box. France Moherba will need to prove his worth because Cocken, you can't have done a chop when he's out of the 23. Please, can we not start talking about Fred Zalinger in the box setup? I mean, no, please. Musa. I mean, he's played well today. I'll give him that, but no. Waiting, no. Give the man a card. Matthew Dixon go Lions to Darius. Remember, Steve, this is basically a home game for many of the Lions players. Yeah, but I mean, they just traded the lifestyle. They wanted cheaper rent and nicer weather. Yeah, that's what we've got up here. Cheaper rent and nicer weather. I mean, it's a weird set move. So off the back, and you're using like Sanat Levesi as a crash ball. Stormers inside the 22. Pick up and go there from Fenta. Similar going to Salman Murat. Now working the way to that. Got him trying to go himself. He's wrapped up by PJ Burt, who's onto the park in place of Yakubasaki after the 5-meter now. Tim Swiel, all his numbers. There's numbers. Ross McLaren has to make the tackle. He does, and he gets the ball as well. It's a very good contribution. Bringing down Dandri Bassi. What's a big counteract now coming in from the Lions, and they managed to turn it over. Oh, come on. But it's another penalty for Yanni Duplessis right in front here from the Stormers. Who's the best 9 in SA, by the way? I'm not talking about Faf Renach in South Africa. Best 9. Stephen Unger's playing quite nicely. I don't know. Probably Jaden Hendrickson when he was playing. I think Andre Warner, I'm still not even convinced he's better than Warner van den Berg. Oh, by the way, Stormers are no longer the yellow card. Let me get rid of that. Well, Terence Wonderful's back from injury. That's good to see. Good to see. On in place of full unit fullback, also good to see. Jan says my Saturday is going great right now. Yeah, so I don't know what's the chat in the chat. Who do you reckon is probably the form number 9 in South Africa at the moment? Some people say it's Ruan Pienaar. Should I be a Lions fan now? Yeah, come to the Pride. Welcome to the Pride. Tackle release there from Jacob Kriel. Storm is still trying to break down this Lions defense, which has been pretty resolute the entire game. Matt Moore on the field as well against his former side. Very exciting inside center. Evan Ruiz driven back in the tackle. And Jacob Kriel was there quickly, but misses it. And so, I mean, the Lions defense today has been it's like a different team. And Jock Free, well, he's earning the bread with his defense at the moment. Got him similar going out wide to Ruan Nell, steps inside, shows one tackle, then runs into PJ Buerta. Pick up and go. Comes a little bit short. Stormers almost over the line here. Murat goes himself. He's spinning, but he's driven back. Well defended there by Willem Albitz. Similar going to Mazubuko. Sorry, it's Gwenzo Blosser. Evan Ruiz pick up and go. He's being held up though. Dandri Bassi goes short. I think he's short again. Oh, they're not scored yet. Yeah, there they go. Eventually it breaks down. It's probably too little too late. This is Andre Hugo Fenta who goes over. And that's the first point of the second half for the Stormers. Go Lions, fantastic. To all Stormers supporters, tough times never last, only tough people last. I'm a Shark supporter, but today I support the Lions. No, Matt Dixon never come to the good side. Imagine Nori Cockett, he was good. No, so it's Kockott, I think it was. Yeah, I was very upset he didn't have more time at the Lions. I was really excited when we signed him. The kick is good there from Tim Swiel, but still 11 points with 3 minutes to go. So the game's pretty much wrapped up. One being a fan of a team, I stay as one. I'm still sticking with the Cheetahs, this blind man. Fan of the young replacement 9 for Lions, Morne van den Berg. Yeah, also, I think he's very exciting. I don't understand why we don't play him more. I think he's also sort of in the mold of sort of Faf. Nice with a live wire scrum up. I'd like to see him more. I really think that he's better than Andre Warner. But, I mean, who am I to argue with coaches who have just gone and given me this on a Saturday? Right, then he goes to the right side for the touch. Good chase from Van der Merwe. Gives away to Andrew Bassi. The ball spilled to the side. Around North Dock. Go to Frankie Horn. Bonus point! Come on! Come on! Taking names. Frankie Horn. Go down to Cape Town. Give us the bonus point. Thank you very much. That's how we do it. It's a really good kick chase from Edel van der Merwe. Dan Dubussy under pressure. The ball just spilled on the side, and Frankie Horn just picked it up and said, hey. Yeah, I see the ball just sort of spilled off the side there. And then Frankie Horn gives it to, so it's around North Knuckle, who then gets it away to Frankie Horn. Easiest run over you like. Bonus point. Look how it means. Look what it means to Edel van der Merwe. You know, that's Lion stalwart that is Edel van der Merwe. Just so important for him to get a bonus point victory against in these games. Contender says if the Aussies can bring older guys and win, surely we can bring back some older boys back. 6-2 split of the box would work because we'll have to cover 9, 10, and 15. We can then have Creel as a second back. Musa Boss has Dobson time to walk your dog. I see he resigned now, not Monday. Look, to be fair, Stormers I thought was playing some very nice rugby in the first 4 weeks, so I think it's a bit harsh. 6-2 split with Ruan Peanut. No. Let's not go back to the Ruan Peanut rate. Sneak it. That's snuck in. Well, Fred Zalinger has kicked beautifully tonight. 37 points to 19 with 40 seconds to go. Yes, Steve, for you now, all the Lions should be boxed. I mean, we should just take them to the World Cup, really. All of them. Just take them all to the World Cup. Take Yabi as well. Rubbing in nice. Listen, I don't get matches like this. We don't play like this all the time. So let me enjoy. And he's gone short as Tim Sweel. I don't get to enjoy this. We're not a Leinster. We don't win every single weekend. So let me enjoy my win when I can. Plus Grant's on the stream, so I get to have a little bit of a go at him because he butchers me when it comes to these games usually. Someone wake me up from this dream. See Stormers got mullered at home. Very few expected the scoreline. I don't think anybody expected. I didn't expect the scoreline. Stephen Knock on Vince Tuka gave you a good Saturday. Yeah, and the Blitz box. I've got a bride that's just going on over there. It's storming. Yeah. Chios Games says, man, I just noticed you uploaded the Blitz box during off time. I can't remember just for that. Yeah, look, I mean, it's probably not my best review, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we had something going out there for that. Where was your dorp? No, listen, I had so much brandy last night. I'm on the water, and I've got golf tour on Monday, so there's gonna be a lot of drinking in the next 5 days. So I'm just on the water, need to rehydrate myself for it. Penalty from the Lions from the scrum, as you'd imagine. Morning van den Berg has taken it quickly. He reckons he wants another one. Chaps, tap it, kick it into it. There it is. Come on. Bonus point victory. Vincent Tuka, what a player. What a player. Well, it's a bit of a shock result. The Lions with a 37-19 bonus point victory in Cape Town. That suits me very nicely. Look at the smiles on the face. Dan Dubussy, very chuffed with life. Good to see him back on the park. Yeah, good to see South African teams play rugby, to be honest. It looked like a decent game last night from what I hear. This was a bit of a messy game, but it had some very nice moments. The tries that were scored were nice, and it's just good to see. I mean, it's rugby in South Africa. It's rugby with fans. We don't know how long this is going to continue because things aren't looking good. But how nice was it to just see fans in stadiums this weekend and to see decent rugby? So thank you for joining me. Please enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll be live tomorrow night for the final live show of the weekend. We'll just sort of wrap up the URC and stuff like that. No live shows throughout the week because I'm away. We will be, man of the match, Vince Tuka, my boy. Give him a passport. But we will have videos coming out throughout the week anyway. Ken Chris Walden, thank you very much. Grant Swartz, Grass Steven, and Lions. And lucky Grant, Ben, like next time. Ospreys 19, Ulster 13 full time. It's an interesting result. Thanks, Sean Farrell. Stephen, how are you feeling right now off with this dominant performance? I think relief because it shows you we can play. And I think the biggest thing is our defense has been so poor for so long. And today it looked really good. So, yeah, I think I'm very chuffed. I think probably defensively far more than the fact that we scored 37 points. It's great. But the fact that we defended so well, I think that was the biggest thing. 3 hookers take to World Cup. Marks, Mbanambi, and Busy Dubussy, 2 main guys. No. Come, Contender, come now. We need younger players there. Not bringing Bismarck Dubussy back. We've got Jan Krabala. Jakub Azaki's playing nice rugby at the moment. Storm is absolutely destroyed at home in front of their fans. Vince Tuka's a national treasure. Get him the green mamba quickly, literally. 10.17. Yeah, that was the Blitzbox score. We won it. Yeah, I know we won. We bagged it. Thank you very much. We're going to get a review up nicely, and then we'll be back tomorrow live. Have a fantastic Saturday further. I want to go have a braai. You guys go light your braais, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night for a bit of a wrap up and just talk about rugby in general, I suppose. See you then.